Here we go, fam. Let's do it. Feed me through the bullshit, man.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping.
Yep.
The bacon is sizzling.
Yep.
Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Test. Is this mic on? Testing. Testicles. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 967 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, slaycast, taintcast, Saturday cast, fuck your resolutions cast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, you fuck nuggets? Happy Saturday. Happy every day. In this case, it is a Saturday. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. Another weekend day. What are you doing to make some fucking gains? Probably nothing, you fat piece of shit. Let's move right along, shall we? You like that? You like that? I could just start every single episode with just berating all of you and just making you feel miserable. And you're fat and you're fucking miserable and you're tiny and you're... I'm just kidding. You're a wonderful person. You're a wonderful person. You are loved by everyone. You deserve to have everything you want. You are owed by the world. Everyone owes you. I'm just kidding. Fuck that shit. You are worthless. You are scum. You're not worth the earth that you walk on. Well, that got dark really quickly. However, now is the perfect time of year. It is the last day of 2018. That's right. Tomorrow is the Swole New Year. Remember, we're starting 2 days early. So tomorrow, I'm going to be wishing everyone a happy fucking New Year. And then we're just, boom, we're going to move right along. This is going to fuck up my whole, calendar, by the way. I'm already messed up. I already don't know what fucking day of the week it is. Barely. I have to check and make sure. Is today Saturday? Okay, cool. Let me say happy Saturday at the beginning of this episode. I have to kind of reset and make sure I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so this is the time of year where I have to bring the fire. I have to fucking amp up and ramp up more than normal. Now, a lot of people might think, okay, well, how are you going to take it to the next level, Papa Swole? How are you going to take it, how are you going to notch that shit up a little bit more? How are you going to fucking, how are you going to go higher than you already do? Well, I'm going to go higher than I already do because I'm just going to do the same that I always do. We're just going to fucking keep on going. The Daily Swole, Papa Swoleo, Swolenormous, the Swolenormous family is all about consistency. It's about discipline and consistency and doing the same shit over and over again. Because let me give you all a little bit of a news flash here. It's going to be the same shit over and over again. Fitness is not a party. Fitness is not a fucking tea party, beaches. It's not a tea party. It's hard work. And the reason why most people don't get results is because they think it's a party. And they want it to be a party. They want it to be fun. They want to hear good music. They want to go where their friends go. They want to have a good group atmosphere. Oh, but there's no protein shakes after. They don't have a juice bar at your facility. Oh my God. They don't have tanning. They don't have a sauna. Well, let me lay it down to you. Let me break it down for all you puss snatches out there that want all these amenities. I saw an ad on my Instagram that was for Equinox, which is pretty much the vomit of the fitness industry. And all it did was make it look like a fucking club. And that's all it was promoting. It was a gym, of course, the Equinox gym, but they showed it as if they were doing some kind of VIP promo thing for a fucking club. I've seen that around Miami too. I've seen new gyms open up and they show chandeliers and all this Art Deco bullshit and carpet on the fucking walls and all these weird things. It's a fucking gym. Are people that much of a pussy? Are people pussies that? I forget. I can't get the fucking grammar. I'm just so upset. I just thought about this and I'm just so upset. I'm so upset. I'm so flustered. Papa Swole just got flustered. It's Everyone wants this to be the latest, the chic thing. They want it to be like looking pretty. They want to have the nice couch when you walk in. What fucking gym needs a couch? You want to have nice leather couches and shit? What gym needs a fucking couch in it? What are you doing at this gym that requires a couch, a sitting area? Why do you need a fucking sitting area? Why do you need that? I mean, put a chair there for someone who might want a membership and then move on. You should be in the gym doing shit. You should be doing fucking work. You don't need a fancy fucking couch. You don't need this fancy bar to have these drinks and and drink fucking grass and all these different things that they offer. I'm telling you, it's getting too fancy. We're going too much to extremes. We're going just random exercise, just beat yourself up, pretend like you're some fucking ancient warrior and just smash the shit out of yourself all the time until you fucking bleed or die, whichever comes first. And then you have, I don't want to get dirty. Oh my God, there's a speck of dust on the floor. I can't work out here. It's just filthy. It's disgusting. You don't have hot towels here. There's such a fucking pull from different directions. And of course, why do I see an ad for the gym? Why do I see an ad for fitness stuff? Why do I have promotions and specials? And why am I offering? It's because it's the time of year where people want to make change. So myself, gyms, other places, fitness professionals, you try to make it more accessible for people. Like, hey, specials to go on right now. It's the fucking new year. Come on, you could jump on the gain train. You could fucking get it done. Now is a great time. More incentive. But I want to rage on that a little bit. And I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm just talking about the mentality altogether. You know, that's the way the human mind works. Like, oh, it's incentive. Oh, there's a sale. Oh, it's a special, a New Year's special, a New Year's this. Oh, weight loss. Oh, there's a new challenge, a 30-day challenge, a 6-week challenge, an 8-week challenge. Oh, it's this percentage off. You need a percentage off. You need a discount to fucking make gains. You need a discount to take care of your fucking health. Let me tell you right now, you don't need a damn program. You don't need to pay me a fucking dime to get results. You don't need to pay me a fucking dime. You don't need to pay anyone any money. You don't need to pay it. Well, I mean, you might have to pay a gym. I mean, you don't have to go to a gym to lose weight and to be healthy. You can do it outside, but you don't have to go buy extra. You don't need personal training. You don't need to buy a fitness program. You don't need to buy a diet plan. You absolutely 100% fucking don't. I didn't. I learned, I tried, I fucking worked out, I educated myself, and I did all the fucking hard work for almost 20 fucking years, and now I am where I am. So you can either do the hard work, you can do it yourself, and fucking go in the gym and trial and error and try these things and work hard and work on your nutrition and read books and watch videos and listen to podcasts. You can do all that yourself. It's free too, by the way. Hard work is fucking free. Hard work is free. I want to make that clear because yes, I am having specials. Yes, I am going to offer discounts. Yes, because I'm part of the fucking system and I have to pander to all you fucking bitches that don't take action otherwise unless someone's fingering your asshole. This is the time of year where people need their dick sucked to make a fucking change. It's amazing how you have to offer something extra than just, here, I'm going to put all this fucking amazing programming, everything you're going to need to get fucking results in one place. Oh, but there's no discount. Oh, but it's too expensive. That fucking watch, that car, those shoes, all those movies and those dinners you go, was that too expensive too? No, it was making you fat and fucking lazy. It's just amazing what people put value on. Why do I or anyone else, why does anyone else have to convince you and bait you and offer and offer and offer for you to take care of your fucking life? Why does there have to be any incentive? Yo, listen to this, bitches. Why does there have to be any fucking incentive for you to be healthy? Why does there have to be any fucking incentive for you to take care of your health? It's absolutely fucking amazing why there has to be sales and specials and this. And look, there's no problem with it. Okay. I mean, no one's complaining about saving money. No one's complaining about having some more clients, or no one's complaining. I mean, this is how it works, right? You know, there's different events and there's different things and there's a right time. There's a wrong time. People don't usually go crazy with fitness over the holidays. I think we did really well. I think we really did well as a community. I think we really stayed on point. There was great energy. Everyone was plugging in, great messages. I think everyone really stayed on track. And it's going to take about a week or two after the new year because people fucking flounder. Everyone spent way too much money on dumb shit for the past fucking couple weeks, buying presents for people that didn't deserve it, spending money that they didn't have. I get it. Okay. Everyone makes horrible decisions in their life and they still do it, and they do it consciously. And it's not just financially, it's with your health. Okay. I'm not perfect in any aspect. But just sitting back and observing and just listening to everyone talk and receiving messages and all this stuff, why don't you put value on your health and your body? And I was thinking about this last night, and, we talk about gratitude and we discuss being thankful for what we have. We have 2 arms and 2 fucking legs, and we have our health, and we're able. And I've posted about this. I posted about this on fucking Instagram and those quotes and stuff before, that you have the opportunity to take care of your health. You should be thankful and grateful from the fucking get on your knees that you are able to go exercise, that you're able to do a stretch, that you're able to move your body, and you are able to be in a situation, whatever country you're in, to have the financial capacity to eat good food, to make those choices. Some people don't have a choice. They have to eat whatever they can fucking find. You can make choices to take care of your health, to be proactive and improve your health, and to make better choices, and to not spend your money on shit, and to buy better shit, and to take care of other people and just be a good influence around for your kids and for your family, blah, 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 blah. You have that ability. And I was thinking, okay, hold on. For me, from a business standpoint, for me, from a fitness standpoint, it's very easy to get caught up in what is success. And I want you to step back. I want you to think about your life, your relationships, your business, whatever it is. It's very easy to get caught up in what everyone or what the metrics say is measuring your success. Meaning, are you making more money? More money means more success, right? That's the classic one that people are slowly realizing is complete bullshit because, hey, all these millionaires and people that are super famous and this, that, and the other are just committing suicide like crazy. Okay. People are not mentally well. They're not physically well, which translates to mental health, and vice versa. People are in a fucked up position psychologically. So when you're measuring your happiness or where you are in your life and your health with a number, a numerical value, it gets very twisted. You always think about having more things, more material items. You think about making more money. You start doing things for the wrong reasons. You start taking shortcuts with your health. You try to get a pill. You try to get surgery. You try to cut it out. You try to do crash things. You want it in a shorter period of time. Everything needs to be like that. And I was thinking last night, okay, you ready? What does a human being need? What makes a successful life? First off, you have to be alive. Okay, you need food. And I'm thinking, I have food. I have healthy food. I have food that I like to eat. I feel great when I consume it. I want to be physically active. I want to have good physical health. And I'm like, I have good physical health. I'm able to move. I'm able to exercise. I'm able to train. Okay, great. I have a place to live. Is it the best place in the world? I mean, what does that even mean? I have a roof over my head. I have shelter. I'm warm when it's cold outside, and I'm cooler when it's hot outside. My family's and my family and friends and my loved ones, after that, nothing really fucking matters when you think about it. Nothing matters. Aside from that, nothing matters. Nothing's more important than that. As a human being, as an organism on planet Earth, I literally have everything that I need. And so do you. If you're watching this on your phone or computer, wherever you're watching this, you're in the same situation, or listening, you're in the same situation. If you have the technology to pick this up in your ears or your face hole, whatever orifice my voice or my face is going into, you're able to pick this up. And you have a phone, you have technology, which means you're in the same boat as I am. You don't need anything else. You don't need the latest phone. You don't need the latest watch. You don't need the latest sneakers. Like literally, if you have shelter, you have food, you have companionship, you have a couple things, you have water. That's literally all you need to have a quality life. When you minimize and you strip all the other bullshit, and I try to keep on remembering this because it's hard, because I'm sitting I'm on the computer and I'm rushing this and I'm answering messages and I'm going around so fast and I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. most of the time. I feel like I'm never getting anything done because there's always more to do the next day. There's more videos to post, more things to film, more this. And I always feel like I'm drowning essentially because I'm always trying to catch up. However, if I'm always trying to catch up, it's like, when am I ever happy? When am I ever satisfied? Now there's one thing to be said for, I'm trying to always do better. I'm trying to always improve. I'm trying to produce better content. I'm trying to make my content more valuable, whether it's inside Swolenormous X or whether it's here on the podcast. I'm always trying to do better, right? And reach more people and inspire more people, this, that, and the other. But when is it enough for me? And I have to, and that's part of the meditation, why it's important, because I have to step back and realize, okay, I've already made it. I have food, I have shelter. Not only that, I do what I love to do. I have already won. And then I have to think about it. I'm like, shit, then why am I fucking working so hard for? If I've already made it, if I've already done it, I'm happy and I succeeded. Why am I still working? Of course, you have to keep on putting in effort and you try to do more, and that's great. But I think what happens with Instagram, especially because that's like the major platform now, but anything, Snapchat, all this, you always see like the hustle, grind, the hashtags, like, I'll sleep when I'm dead. When it's other people are sleeping, I'm working. And I love pushing that too. And I talk about that, fucking get it done. Don't wait, take action. But you also have to realize what's actually really important. And that's why when I approach fitness and when I'm talking about this kind of shit on the podcast here and everywhere else, that's why I don't push the 6-pack abs. Yeah, okay, I have abs, but so what? So what if you don't? It doesn't mean you're not healthy. That's not going to last a lifetime anyway. You're going to fucking die. What else are you doing? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about your life? I don't know. It's just, you have to find this truth and what's right for you elsewhere. You can't look in it from society's framework. You can't find that within society's framework because you're taught that more is better. Better grades, more money, a bigger business, more employees. And I'm just thinking like, shit, I do everything myself, every once in a while, like certain things, I'll outsource a couple things, but I do all the editing. I do all the shit myself. I do it all myself, a couple things here and there, that I can't do, like maybe a certain design or something. I'm not a graphic designer. So, like anyone else, but it's me. And it's like, well, do you want to grow? Like, do I want to have 20 employees or 50 employees? Do I need to? And it's like these kind of concepts where sometimes you can provide more value and you can be more valuable and you can produce better when you do the opposite of what you think you should do based on everyone else's metrics. Growth is relative. Growth is perspective, and growth is very, very subjective. And that's the biggest lesson that you can learn from, I guess, this episode, is that success is relative. Happiness is relative. It's all subjective. And it's amazing how we are trying to chase these subjective things with objective measurements. I'll say that again. It's funny how we chase these subjective results by using objective measurements. It's very fucked up, isn't it? It's really, really weird. So we try to make more money so we can be happier, but fucking happiness doesn't have a rating. It's like, oh, I'm a 9 happy. Yesterday I was a 6 happy. Your happiness will change from moment to moment. We fluctuate, but we're trying to find happiness by measuring how many cars, right? The square footage of your house, the money, any other type of thing, but we're measuring things. And then, all right, what about your body? What about health? How do you measure health? Okay, you can get certain blood work done. You can watch certain numbers and see if they're higher or lower. Okay, as far as we know, this means this is healthy. This means this is healthy, this and the other. But health is so much more than just a blood test or blood work. It's more than that. Mental health. How do you measure mental health? How do you measure quality of life? I think we can all agree that everyone's idea of quality of life is different. Some people love to live out of a backpack and be traveling nonstop 300 days out of the year. Some people like routine and they like to be in one place and they love to live. They love living where they are. They don't want to travel. They don't have that desire. So what's quality of life? If you swap those two people, one would be miserable. The one that wants to travel and they're stuck in one spot, they'd be miserable. And the one that's always traveling would be miserable too. They would, okay, it's beautiful in all these different places, but they're a homebody or whatever, right? So it's very relative and it's very subjective. I'm using those interchangeably, relative and subjective. So you can't measure your fitness really. You can measure objective things, your bench press and your body fat percentage. But what about the satisfaction? What about the satisfaction, the understanding that this is a never-ending process? And this being the start of the Swole year tomorrow, this is the last day of our year. This is the last day of my year. Like I said, I'm disrespecting January 1st. That's not the new year. It's December. We're starting 2 days early. We're starting tomorrow. December 30th is the Swole New Year. So Happy New Year goes out to everyone tonight at midnight. Because this is the start of a new calendar year and a lot of people are resetting and now everyone's kind of shifting back into big time fitness mode, health mode. It's not a mode that you should be shifting out of. This is something that you should be undertaking for the rest of your life. This is a non-ending. This is a never-ending process. It's a never-ending journey. Your health is not a 6-week challenge. It's not an 8-day or 8-week challenge. Even Swolenormous X, my foundational program, the 90-day dash, it's not even 90 days. It's not even 180 days. It's not even 365 days. It's however many days you have until you die, which could be thousands or it could be less. Okay, we don't know, right? You don't know when your number's up. And when you shift your mind to health being this process and this journey and your fitness is a journey, you're going to have to shift. You're going to have to change your focus. You're going to have to pay attention to mobility. You're going to have to do things according to how your body is able to function. You can't be training the way you did when you were 18, when you're 55. You have to work through these different shifts in your life. It's a never-ending puzzle, right? It's like you're always missing pieces and you're always trying to, it's like you have a Rubik's Cube. And right when you start getting towards like you're solving it, even when you get really good at fitness, you get really good at managing your health, it's like you're almost done with the Rubik's Cube. And every time you get close to the end, all of a sudden it like shifts back around. You're like, oh, fuck, now I got to figure this part out. Damn it. Like it shifts back and it kind of right before you get, it's like that legend, right? The myth. I forget the name, right? It's a Roman or Greek when he's pushing the ball up the hill or the mountain right before he gets to the top, it rolls back down for all eternity. You know, it's like that thing. Okay. You're never going to be perfect. You're never going to nail it. It's always going to change because once you get it right, once you find that routine, like for right now, I feel pumped. I feel lean. I'm in a really good place. But who knows? Maybe next week I'll feel a little bit more bloated or flat, or I'll kind of crash out, or maybe I'll need to, you feel good for a while and then you maintain that. And all of a sudden you kind of overtrain a little bit and you have to back off, or it's going to change. You're constantly tug of war. You're constantly figuring things out. And once you figure something out, it might take you a few years and you find your rhythm, you find your routine. And then guess what happens after a few years? You're a few years fucking older. And then things have to shift again because now all of a sudden you're doing the routine that you figured out when you're 28 and you saw great progress for several years. You did great. But then when you're 33, 34, maybe your body changes, or maybe you have some like overuse injuries that you never really took care of. And then you have to shift your training when you're 34, 35. And then that works out and you kind of find your rhythm and you're living in this place and you're driving this place and you have this routine and this schedule and you can work out 4 days a week instead of 6 days a week. So you have to shift your schedule. And you're going to shift back and forth. And then you change your job again, or you find something else, you move somewhere else, and now you can work out at home. And now you're working out 6 days a week. So your schedule shifts. There's different programs. There's different things that fit different people. But you have to understand that it's always this juggling effect. It's always this never ending puzzle. And when you accept that, you can really pursue your health and your training from a much better and a much stronger foundation, because you're not looking for that, okay, I want to get this by this time. You're not looking for being shredded or having abs by the summer or any of that bullshit. And it doesn't mean that it's not possible, but once you relax and you loosen up the reins and you actually approach your health and your training the right way, you start getting all these other things that you wanted, but it comes almost as an effect of your mental health, of your approach to training, your focus on the foundations. If you really want these things, it's sleeping better. It's drinking more water. It's eating the right foods. It's cutting out all the inflammation. It's being consistent, taking care of your mobility, your active recovery, not just slamming on your fucking body over and over again and hoping it doesn't break. It's actually approaching your fitness properly and understanding it's a learning process. I mean, I get fucking messages from kids that are 16 years old. Hey man, I've been lifting heavy for a little bit, I saw some progress, but I want to get, I'm like, you're a fucking child and you've been lifting for 3 months. Like, you have a long fucking way to go. And it's tough because all these young kids are seeing all these other young kids that are taking anabolics and SARMs and all these things online. And they're just absolutely just fucking, inundated with these images of a few select people that they're trying to emulate. They're trying to catch up and they're trying to keep up with other people. When you block out everyone else, and this is a reason why when you message me, hey, what about this guy? Or what do you think about this person's book? Or have you listened to this person's podcast? And I have not. It's because my head is so fucking buried doing what I do and producing the stuff that I produce and focusing on the shit that I know about, that I can help give value to people, to my audience, to all of you, to the Swolenormous family. I just keep myself insulated. And it's not that I'm not open-minded. I'm open-minded. I just have so much that I'm doing and I'm working so hard on my own shit. I'm focused on myself. And so often people are so distracted with what other people are doing, they lose sight of who they are and they don't even explore that. And they don't actually do anything of value themselves. They don't create anything. They don't look into it. They're worried about, oh, this person's doing this. Oh, that person's doing this. And this person's doing this. Oh, but that person's doing that. And that person eats this. But this person does flexible diet. And this person does reverse diet. And this person likes cheat meals. This person doesn't like cheat meals. What the fuck do you like? What have you done lately that works? What have you done lately that does not work or that you think does not work? Because maybe you didn't try it hard enough. Maybe you weren't good enough at it. Maybe you didn't actually put the effort in enough. A lot of these things you don't know until you do. The reason why I can give a lot of information and the reason why that I can convey a lot of these concepts to you is, one, it's just over time. I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor at heart. I'm able to convey these things. I've done this as a profession. I've done this, personally, professionally. So obviously I have experience in delivering this information, complicated information, in more simple terms, mixed with funny shit. I swear, I don't give a fuck. I do it my way. And I'm grateful that you're here for that. But it's also because I've done it myself. And I think all of you know, when you tell someone a story and you tell a friend, hey, this happened last weekend, let me tell you this fucking guy came in, and you tell a story, you didn't have to think about it. You didn't have to analyze it. You didn't have to deliver it so it was impactful. You told your friend a fucking story because it happened to you. You experienced it. So it's easy for you to relay that information. That's why I can talk about all these things really quickly and I can pull up references and I can explain it because I do it all the time. I understand exercise and how the human body works because I live it. I studied it. I live it. I'm interested in it. Like I know that's my experience. So I can speak on my experiences just like you can speak on your experiences with your profession and with what you're aware of and your skills. So if you focus on your own shit and developing your own skills, developing your own experiences, think of all the times or all the people that are asking questions about experiences that they've never fucking had. How do you know if you haven't tried it? How do you know it doesn't work? How do you know? How do you know it won't work if you put in 5 years of effort, if you haven't put in 5 years of fucking effort? Exactly. And then people think of 5 years, oh my God, it's a long time. Yeah, no shit, it's a long time. It actually isn't when you put your head down and fucking work. But everyone thinks about the bigger picture. They want it faster. They want it faster. And the only reason I just can fucking spit this shit every fucking day on the podcast is because I live it. I'm just talking from experience. I'm picking different topics. I'm picking different things that are trending in my comments, or I'm getting a lot of DMs if something happens and I see it and everyone's asking me about it. It's a great topic for a podcast. Let's talk about it. I just kind of get the sense of where the tides go in and out. And it's just, it's just literally these episodes a lot of times are the things that you need to focus on the most. And the basics and the fundamentals, I think 2019 is going to be the year of the fucking fundamentals. Like, I am going to smash this all the time like I always do. We'll talk about exercise, we'll talk about nutrition. Like, we're going to be going fucking hard on all of this shit coming weeks. But it's the absolute basics that people do not pay attention to. They disrespect the basics. They disrespect the fundamentals. And again, if this was not the case, people would have results. People would have great results. People would be losing fat. People would be building muscle, and people would be a lot healthier. But the numbers keep on going up for obesity. They keep on going up for diabetes. They keep on going up for cancer and heart disease. The numbers are telling a different story. Okay? This is something that has to fundamentally change. And all of us together, those of you that are listening to the podcast, I respect all of your attention and your time listening, watching, whatever you're doing. And a special shout out to my Swolenormous X members. I'm actually be going live because I'm releasing the new section in Swolenormous X. I'll be going live in the private Facebook group after this, just to announce it and kind of give you all a little breakdown and show you what it's all about. But, this is something that needs to start with the small communities like this. We have a couple 100,000 people in this Swolenormous community, but it's small compared to the world. And so many people are getting bad information. They're getting a lot of fluff. They're getting a lot of crap. They're getting a lot of, take this supplement. You need this much protein. You need more. You got to be lifting heavy. They're getting a lot of, they're getting the bro science. They're getting the fake science. They're getting the fringe, the new latest research stuff. Research isn't proof. We talked about that a couple episodes ago. Research isn't proof. It's one study. It might lead towards more studies that might give us more information, but we're so quick to jump on a fad train. We're so quick to jump on keto, on paleo, and this. And, some of those are better than others. Paleo, more ancestral dieting, that makes a lot more sense than, doing keto long term or vegan or something like that. There's always extremes. And there are people that survive and sometimes even thrive with these extremes, which is why, if you know anything about statistics, you have that standard deviation, that bell curve. You have most of the people that fall in here, and then you have some outliers. Okay. There's always outliers. There's always those contortionists and those people that can fucking bend in all different directions. Most people can't. Okay. So obviously not everyone is the same, and there are extremes, which is what makes each person wonderful, which makes each and every single one of you have a lot to offer. So I'm trying to offer what I can, but I want to reinforce that it's from my experience. It's education as well. It's common sense, but it's also experience, and all these common themes of discipline, consistency. I'm thinking back, how come I have great results? How come as a natural lifter, as someone, just a fucking guy, I'm passionate about fitness. How come I can see amazing results, and I've seen amazing results, and I continue to, but when I look around the gym, I just see tons of people that look like shit. Not saying that everyone's going to look the same, because obviously that won't happen, but you know what I mean by looking like shit. Like they look the same. They're not building muscle. They have a gut. They just don't look healthy. Their skin quality, their aesthetics and their proportions are just like, they don't. And I always try to whittle down. My brain's always working on how I can whittle this down and narrow this down and funnel this down into the most basic principles that I can hammer that will help the most people. And the things that I talk about sometimes might seem vague or might seem non-sexy. They don't seem sexy. It's not an 8-week shred or a challenge or something like that. I'm talking about drinking more water and getting to sleep on time and getting regular sleep and consistent sleep at night to the fucking morning, not staying up all night. And I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. Sometimes you got to be up and sometimes it happens. But it's amazing how much people just chronically ignore those things. And you wonder why you're struggling to lose that last bit of body fat when your stress hormones are through the fucking roof because you're exhausted. No wonder you crave carbohydrates. First off, you keep on sucking them down. And then when you're exhausted, you're going to crave glucose. So it's like it never fucking ends. It never ends. And it comes down to the basic shit. It's not the supplement you're not taking. It's not, oh, well, maybe I should be taking creatine. I can't get rid of this extra fat. Is creatine good? Not the right question, bro. That's not where you should be going with that. So instead of looking up here, you got to look down at the basics. Are you fucking crushing the basics? And I don't think anyone is. I think every single one of you watching and listening can do better with the basics, including myself. And when that's the case, you really need to rethink a lot of different things because it's hard to do those basics, especially as technology and everything increases so drastically. It's not changing the fact that we are ancient people. We are ancient creatures with evolution. All right. And it takes the basics for us to be successful. We haven't upgraded our bodies. We're only upgrading the shit around us and we're trying to keep up with that, which is impossible. And we're falling behind and we're missing out on the things that actually make a difference. Like living longer, living healthier, not being in pain, being happier, things you can't fucking measure because pain is relative. Happiness is relative. Success is relative. All of that. So this year is the year of the fucking basics. Stop looking outside for help and start looking inside because no one, not even me, I can't fucking help you if you're not ready to help yourself. I can have the programs. I can tell you what to do. That's all well and good. You still have to do all the work. You still have to push. You still have to do 5 extra reps when it burns and it feels like your muscle's going to rip apart. You're the one that has to do that, not me. So no matter how much I sit here and I fucking talk and I fucking run my mouth, you gotta do it. Don't be a fucking pussy. Papa Swole said, don't be a fucking pussy. You don't fucking pussy. You still have to do all the work. 0 to 100. You have to do it all. So if you're willing to do that, I'm here and I hope this brought the fire. This episode brought the fire and I'm going to continue to bring as much fire as I possibly can and deliver the best fucking content you are going to find anywhere, online, on podcast, any fucking place on earth. However, you still have to put in all the fucking work. So anyone that says quick fix or quick or fast or this, all those key words that are bullshit. Can you build muscle? Abso-fucking-lutely. Can you lose fat? Abso-fucking-lutely. Are you going to do them fast? I encourage you to not want it fast. I encourage you to want results slow. Because if you build that discipline and you generate that fucking momentum, that slow, just boom, just relentless momentum, I want you to think about it. Think about a fucking paper airplane. Think about a paper airplane going 100 miles an hour. What's going to happen? It's going to dip, it's going to drive, it's going to hit something. It's easy to stop. It's easy to stop a paper airplane. Super fucking easy, right? But what about a massive, one of those 10,000 ton barges or heavier, whatever, those big fucking boats that moves. You see them trudging along, right? But that inertia, that fucking momentum, they got it going. Once you get it going, you get that nice, slow, just heavy fucking mass going. It is going to crush anything in its path. It's like a fucking tank. Slow, but consistent as fuck. Just grinding through fucking shit. You don't have to go fast in terms of results. You can move fast, but still move slow. You just have to keep your head down and focus on doing the things that are most important that's going to propel you forward. And all of a sudden you're going to look back in 10 years and be like, holy shit. You think I sit here and be like, wow, I feel like I've been lifting for 20 years. No, I just look back. I'm thinking, what's a date today? 19? Fuck. When I started lifting, it's just a fact. I started lifting really hard and focusing on training in this in 99, 2000. That's when I started. That's just the fact. If I look back wow, it went fast. I feel great. I've always focused on the most important shit. I was never always great with my nutrition. I'm so much better now than I was when I started. I don't have the bloating. I'm not eating crap like I was when I first started bulking and all that shit. And you've heard about it before and we'll talk more about it again. My training has changed. Mobility and yoga. I didn't have that in the first half of my training. And now just a lot of changes, a lot of things, but you live, you learn. And all I'm doing is sharing it. I'm sharing my experiences. I'm sharing what I've learned, what I know, and what will help you in the biggest way, because it's those bottom pillars. It's that foundation that is key. So remember that. That's the fucking fire, and that's going to launch us. What a great episode to end the fucking year. Remember, Swole New Year tomorrow. So happy fucking Swole New Year. Fuck your resolutions. And I'm ready to crush 2019 big time. But I'm going to crush it. I want to do that slow fucking crush. I'm going to crush it slow as fucking shit. I'm just going to keep on squeezing. I'm just going to keep on squeezing the fuck out of all of you. That's it. Just going to keep on squeezing. That's it. And I'm going to continuously come back to this episode myself and remind myself that I already won. I am successful. I am valuable. I've done it. Like, I've already done it. I have a roof over my head. I do what I love. I have my health. And it's like, shit, I don't need any. I really don't want or need anything else. I really don't. I just want to go to the gym and get some sick fucking pumps. I want to eat some good food, and I want to do this. I want to help other people. That's it. That's it. I don't need the fancy frill stuff. Maybe if it's a camera or something where I can take better videos because I enjoy making this content. But that's it, you know? Simple. Life can be very, very simple, right? Remember, do not measure your subjective truths or your subjective happiness, your subjective metrics. Don't measure that with objective metrics. Don't use money to try to count up to make you happier, because money more or less doesn't make a difference in terms of your happiness. It can make things easier, but your happiness comes from within. Your satisfaction, your health isn't always related to money. It's not related to how many shoes you have. It's not related to the square footage of your apartment or the horsepower of your car. These are all fucking things. It's just trying to sell you stuff. It's trying to make money off you. You don't need any of it. Just remember what's most important, right? Just remember. And share this episode. Share this, tag someone, but share the podcast if you're listening and you know someone that can really benefit from it. Take a screenshot, share in your Instagram story, tag me in your news feed. I'd love to go there and drop a comment. If you tag me, I try to do that as often as I can. But make sure you check out Facebook, Instagram, and all that for the latest training videos and all that. Check out swolenormousx.com for all my programs and nutrition and all that shit, because the Swolenormous community, we're going to bring the fire. We're going to bring the heat. I'm actually going to go live in the Swolenormous Facebook group right now because I want to demonstrate the brand new thing. I'm going to release that. I want to talk about it, show you first, and then I'm going to activate it. So I'm going to go live for all you Swolenormous X people in just a few moments. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for 2018. Remember, it's Swolenormous New Year. The brand new year starts tomorrow. Fuck resolutions. We're starting early. Get your pump on. Be with your family. Be with friends. Take care of your health. And remember, do it for the right reasons. This is a journey, not a one-off quick fix. Thanks for joining me for episode 967. I'll see you tomorrow for 968 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleezecast, Slaycast, Tancast. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Swolenormous X members, I will see you in the private group in just a few moments. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.